Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of making this delicious vegan feast, our first vegan Thanksgiving, you guys, and it is going amazing. This is the delicious dressing, seasoned to taste. You guys are going to love it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 3 because we're going to show you the delicious dessert. Alrighty, guys.
Hey, you guys, and we are back.
We are. That cornbread is looking so good. I licked my fingers a couple times, y'all. It tastes just like Jiffy. So I'm like, we're onto something. But I want to tell you guys this. You guys are getting the real scoop, okay? Because nobody knows all these inside flavors and stuff but our family. This is like our family recipe of this dressing. And only the cousins know it, okay? And myself, of how they call her Aunt Debbie, how Aunt Debbie makes. How Aunt Debbie makes her dressing. So you guys are getting all the good stuff today. And we're so happy to be able to share with you because if you want a Southern soul food Thanksgiving, you're going to need all these herbs and spices that we're about to show you guys, okay? So, not only are you guys getting dressing, but we're also doing a cherry pie. I forgot to tell y'all that earlier. So, we're getting ready to do a cherry pie. We're going to show you another little dessert that you can add with just some granola. And we're going to show you guys the dressing and the cornbread. So you guys are getting like 4 things today. All delicious meals that are going to be super low in fat. Okay? Yeah. So let's show you guys what you're going to need for this next part as we prepare for the dressing, the cornbread. Yes. It looks pretty good. And if I do say so myself, that applesauce in the pan, y'all. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling like that was the ultimate butter replacement right there.
Butter replacement.
So it looks like it's going to be really, really good.
It does.
Alrighty, guys. So these are the seasonings that you are going to need to make your dressing. Season to taste. Everybody will want a second and a third helping, okay?
You'll have to make a double batch of it.
Yeah, she'll have to make a double batch. And I want y'all to keep in mind that this little batch that we made today, we're going to be making Thanksgiving in about 11 days, so this is not the batch that we'll make for Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, we'll make a double batch or maybe even a triple batch. But this is the batch that we made for today, all right? Just for a sample for you guys for a taste test, okay? So, but these are the seasonings that you're going to use, and remember, we'll put all the amounts and specific ingredients in the description box below. You're going to need poultry seasoning for 1. This is really important. Sage and ground thyme. If you like it on the spicy side, which we do, you're going to use a little bit of crushed red pepper. I couldn't find any garlic powder. We usually use garlic powder, but we're going to just use some minced garlic for today. Maybe a little salt. And Mommy always says that the black pepper makes the dressing. Okay? That's her rule of thumb. So black pepper makes the dressing. So those are the spices. Yeah, those are the spices that you're going to need. We're also going to use a small onion because we're making a little batch. But when we make our bigger batch, we'll be using a large onion. We're going to use a half a green pepper. We're using a half of all these colored peppers, yellow, red, and orange. We're just using a half. I'm going to grind them up in the Ninja. And then we're going to use about...
That's about a half a stalk.
Half a stalk of celery. But when we do our big batch, we'll use a whole stalk of celery, okay? So this is what you're going to...
A whole of everything.
Yeah, a whole everything, because we want it really, really seasoned and flavored very, very well. And this is what we use every single year. This is how I grew up. I never grew up eating Stouffer's out of a box. Like, I don't even know.
Everything fresh.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff in the can. I don't like stuff in the box.
She doesn't like she never cooked out of a box.
Everything freshly cooked.
So I did not grow up eating dressing out of a box. I don't actually, it disgusted me. I hate to say that. But if you like it, that's what your palate is used to. So it goes back to my first thing that I said earlier. Learn how to make your favorite foods vegan. That's the most important thing you can do, because these are the times of your diet that you would fall off and get off track and then just stay off of it till the beginning of the year. But I feel finally, for the first time in my life, we don't have to fall off of anything because everything that we want to eat for Thanksgiving, It's available.
Right.
And we can make it high carb, low fat. But it's hard when you're on keto to eat dressing, okay?
Yeah, you got mashed potatoes and gravy.
It's hard to have Thanksgiving on keto, y'all. You just know that you can't do it. I mean, I never, for the last 10 years of Thanksgiving, it's like, I forget the diet, but diet's out the window, okay? But this year is the first year I can say, wow, I'm going to embrace every piece of pie and every bite of dressing.
Because it's not going to affect my thighs.
It's not going to affect, exactly. That's a good one, you guys. So here we go. We're about to make this dressing as soon as the cornbread's done.
All right.
Can't do nothing without the cornbread, but I'm about to ground up all of the veggies so that they'll be ready for prepping for the dressing. Okay?
All right. Let's get started.
Let's go.
What makes you unstoppable? Redefine impossible. There'll be highs and there'll be lows. Quitting is not optional. What makes you unstoppable?
Alrighty, guys. So after all your veggies are ground up, this should be your consistency, like right here. This is absolutely perfect. It smells just like Thanksgiving here, y'all, but we are about 2 weeks early. So, but this is what we're going to be our base, and really, this is the secret to having a flavorful dressing, is having a bunch of your veggies chopped up, those fresh veggies, and then bringing that poultry seasoning, that black pepper, the thyme, and sage all together. So remember, because I said we were out of garlic powder, we're going to use just a little bit of this minced garlic. Use about 1/4 a cup. So I'm just
only making a small amount.
Yeah, I just squirted a little squirty squirt in there.
How much you put in?
That's enough.
Yeah.
It smells so delicious. No fat and none of this, okay?
Good.
So now let's do a little quick taste test on our cornbread, and then we're going to bring everything together. All right, so here's our delicious cornbread, you guys. It came out amazing. If you want to see step by step how we did the cornbread, make sure that you watch the video right before this. What we normally do is take half of our cornbread and use it for cornbread, and then we take the other half of it and use it for dressing. But I don't know if we're going to do that today. We'll have to just see.
Going to use it all for
dressing.
All for dressing.
Okay.
See, it cuts good.
Oh, it cuts good.
And
that looks good.
See the steam coming out?
The steam is coming out.
And it browned real good on the bottom.
It did. That was perfect. But this is all we do. You break it up really good, and then she's just going to stick it into the container with all of our seasonings.
It just cuts so good.
It does. She's surprised. It's funny when you make your own stuff, you're not really, I mean, you'd be surprised when it comes out right, the way
Really
it's supposed to come out.
But my little cast iron skillet.
We're just using 1 teaspoon of everything. So you guys will have to go by your taste, but this is 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning, 1 teaspoon of sage, 1 teaspoon of thyme.
Okay.
I just used it in something. It's going in. You can see the consistency that you want. It smells absolutely amazing, like Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite Thanksgiving meal, dressing. So we should make dressing more often. It's usually kind of like that special thing.
Yeah, we can have it a little more often.
So we sure can,
because
now that we know how to make it fat-free.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this dressing looks absolutely amazing. It's got all the herbs and spices and fresh veggies, you guys. It is delicious. I know it is because we make it every year and it never fails us. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching these videos. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great recipes that you can eat to have a healthy lifestyle, okay? We love you and appreciate you, and we will see you for the next video.